everyone, RSKOS here, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft Adventure Map Livestream. I just got to recording another episode, so that's why I almost started with the wrong intro. I keep doing that a lot lately. Anyway, last Friday we actually weren't on this world, we were on a different world, the new Cyancraft server I've created. And we did the opening live stream of that world. If you haven't checked that out yet, go check it out. It's going to be a great series on my channel, I think. And the time before that, we had a little work at the very end of the live stream, but not much. However, since then, I've done a lot more work. Also, forget what I just said about the last part. We've actually did a little bit more in another live stream. I forgot I had one in between that actually focused on the map. So just a quick flyby, I've finished the puzzles off screen. I'm not going too in-depth into any of them, but that's not all I've done off screen. If I can get out, there we go. If I fly across the map, also if you hear any music, my bad, I have it in my ear. It shouldn't be too loud. If I fly across the map here, you can see I've started clearing out the lake. And my gosh, this thing right here, and Crystal, is an incredible thing. Hey G, you can feel free to join. In fact, I'm gonna need help for what I'm gonna do this episode. Oh, you are? Never mind. Never mind then. Feel free to go, G. Wait, that's today? I didn't think that was today. Well, have fun. Anyway, over here, I've done a wall around the so-called castle town, and I've started a moat and carved out the river, kind of. I didn't think that was today, G. Wow. Well, good luck. Have fun. Okay. Well, do good. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been doing any kind of relay for live stuff. A long time. Wow, actually. Anyway, off screen I also set up a sort of mini dungeon. I'm just gonna do a quick flyby. Again, I'm not showing any puzzles on any of my live streams, just because I don't want to give away too much about the map. I'll create the map with y'all, but when it comes to stuff like this, well, I might post a how-to video once the map is done and how to get through this said puzzle. But it'll be a while. It's not gonna be right away. I want to let the people who play the map know. I've never been to one. Oh, good luck. I don't remember it being that hard or that complicated, but it was kind of fun. I don't know why I'm saying it's hard or complicated. It was actually pretty fun. So, have a nice night. I've been working on a pool all day, so my everything is sore. Let's put it that way. I've been working on a pool all day yesterday and today. And Wednesday I went down to SAU for the whole college initiation thingy. So, if you're waiting for the lack of videos this week, that's why. Yeah, I've been thinking about adding in a swamp somewhere. Of course, there is going to be something creepy already. Yep, the pool again. You remember I mentioned that last summer, didn't you? I have to clean it every year. Yeah, I'm planning on this forest being kind of creepy and having some kind of creepy mansion at the back. But yeah, that pool. Oh, it's so fun after, but it's such a pain beforehand, because you don't just clean it, you have to drain it fully. Clean the bottom and the walls, and then refill it. It is the biggest pain in the butt I have ever done, and probably will ever do. It's bad. Thankfully, it's done now. We just have to patch a couple of holes that are on the bottom, and refill it now. The hard part of scooping a billion leaves out and cleaning out the slimy green water, that's done. And thank God. My everything aches. Anyway, what we're going to be doing this episode in... Wow, my audio is loud. hold on. Well, not my audio, but let me just. Better. Anyway, what we're going to be doing this episode is working on the valley, and oddly enough, from cleaning the pool, I got a bit of random inspiration. So, at the back of our pool, we have this little ditch thing that we don't really want, admittedly. But whenever we clean the pool, it fills with water and kind of flows like a river. It even meanders a bit. And I don't know why. That got me inspired and gave me some creative skills that I might use in this valley. I obviously plan to have a river flowing down this valley into this lake, because why else would there be a lake here with no source? So, I kind of wanted to take some inspiration from that random little pool ditch and kind of use that in this map. I know it's something random, but it's something. And now that I've talked about the pool, I swear I smell that gunk again. That is the worst smell. Like, well, not the worst, but honestly, if you've ever smelled what a swamp smells like a humid swamp, it's something like that. Yeah, I plan to. I also, let me try something. Where's andesite? Maybe some gravel, cobble. What would it look like if I... Not with andesite. I'm thinking of maybe adding in some boulders. Now, how about... I don't know. Yeah. I might add a swamp elsewhere, like a proper swamp, because while I have this valley here, this lake here, and the giant wind valley that's going to be over there, I don't really have anything for this upper corner of the map at all, though. Like, this entire corner over here is barren, and so far, it's the only part of the map that's absolutely barren. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to the one stone block, because now that I place all the others down, they don't look good. They really don't look good. In normal Minecraft, like I did this before with andesite and gravel and cobblestone and even some regular stone back in my first LP world, and that looked good. Yeah, that's a good idea. However, that'll be detail. Right now, I'm just gonna go for the basic shape, and probably the shape of the river too, and then add some detail. In fact, I should add the river in now. Now, is that odd that I noticed my ditch doing? That sounds like such a weird statement. Is that odd that I noticed it was doing? It was piling up against leaves on the side, going downhill. It's just a pretty steep hill behind my pool. And what it was doing, it was pushing sand against the leaves and basically making a hill, but then it meandered around it, and it was almost like the hill it made was serving as a dam to make sure it turned. It's kind of odd. Shmish, Andrew? What? Am I too loud? My bad. I need to stop going on about that random ditch. Derp. Ignore my rambling. It's something I do quite often. Okay. Oh shit, okay. For some reason my head auto-corrected that to shush. Whoops. Anyway, I think I might put some kind of swamp or some kind of other water source over here that might flow into here. It may not be... I've been thinking, maybe I'll have some kind of aqueduct that goes all the way from the castle over here to some of the mountains across the lake. and maybe I'll have that be the water source, because I don't know. It's something. Yeah, it's cool too. By the way, G, you gonna be on tomorrow, any? I'm gonna record a video with you if I can. I'm not saying that, nor am I thinking that. Never mind. By the way, you can't hear any music in the background, right, G? Oh, you have the ACT. Good freaking luck. Well, it's not gonna be all day, is it? I hope not. Unless their standards have really changed. So I'll be 1 afterwards? You mean on? Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. I'll see you then, I guess. Okay. But yeah, Wednesday I had to go to the SAU not orientation, but the register for my classes. I had to go to the SAU and register, and I think Connor went yesterday. I remember they posted something about it, and my mom said, "Oh, look at the phone! Picture, Connor!" And it was like, yes, I've seen Connor. And I think Tim went sometime recent as well. We're all in the same dorm, actually. So that's kind of cool. Not in the same room, but same dorm. Anyway, that's gonna be interesting. My first semester is ironically full of a bunch of art classes because of the career I'm going into with game design. So that'll be interesting, to say the least. It should be fun. Oh yeah. I also met my roommate, or denmate, dormmate, I don't know. Denmate? Dormmate. My roommate, I'm just gonna say roommate. I met my roommate the other day, too. So he's cool. A lot more outgoing than I am. A lot more outgoing than I am. But that's a good match, I think. I don't know why I'm going all the way to the ground with this stuff here. By this point, it's gonna be well above this point. Yeah, he's cool. Very cool. I don't know him very well yet, though, because I've only met him the one time, but I think he'll be someone I can at least get along with. WYM by outgoing. What? Oh, what do you mean by outgoing? Well, you might talk to Connor more about this, but they had some kind of mirror rider or an initiation thing where you have to get down and kick your legs in the air. Like, on all fours, you need to kick your hind legs in the air and go, hee-haw! I didn't do this. He volunteered. That what you mean? Yeah. That should give you an example. Talk to Connor. I'm pretty sure they did the same thing there. I don't want to have too steep of a slope here in this valley, but I don't want to have too massive of one either. Also, I want to fill this valley with a bunch of purplish, pinkish flowers. I want to make it look like a different color almost. So let's actually take a look real quick. You'll do it eventually. I probably will actually, because we have to go to orientation a couple of days before we actually start college. What would it look like if I plant a bunch of alliums here? That looks kind of weird. Gee, what do you think of the whole allium or purple field idea? Maybe not with alliums. Maybe with tulips or something. It looks like something out of Dr. Seuss. It kind of. What about with, anything else? Quite frankly. That's terracotta. Maybe pink tulips? What about with pink tulips, or maybe both? Here, let's try one bit with just pink tulips and then try another. Or, wait, I know. What if we do that? Alternate them. Like, I want it to look like a different color, especially from a distance. So let's head maybe across the lake. Actually, will we even be able to... No, we will not. No, we cannot. Maybe from over here? There's actually not that many areas you can see this from. Like this valley. This valley is quite hitting. Nope. Okay. Alternating them? Let's do that. Yeah. What about from above, or from... How about just from the other side, actually? Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Although, maybe... You know what, actually... Second idea, I'm gonna scrap this idea. I'm gonna dot these flowers around the place plentifully. But not that plentifully, because I just realized that will take forever if I do that. And flowers are not like blocks. They're much more annoying to place. Let's be honest. It's because they don't take up a full block. And when you're breaking them, if you make a mistake, you tend to break the block. Like that. So you know what? Forget that idea, actually. That seemed like it'd be a lot better in my head, and if I had some commands that I could automatically place like 500 of them or something, then maybe. But no, if I had a command that I could place like 500 or something at once, this map would have already been done. Or would be done about now, actually. It's probably still take a while with command blocks, even. Anyway, I don't know how long I'm going to be going. Probably not an hour, because, honestly, I feel ready to break here. My legs. The thing is, I've done this before, and every time, I think, like, my legs and feet ache worse every time. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I can't bend over all the way. Like, I have to do some kind of squat, but I can't, like, fully squat, because otherwise I would, like, get my lower torso in the green, slimy water of the pool. I might stretch it for a little longer, I don't know. Here, let's go ahead and get the channel for our creek in here. Yeah, I need to start using my treadmill some more. I have a treadmill, and I do use it fairly often, but not as often as I should, admittedly. This is going to be a very winding river. That's a song, isn't it? Is that the name of a song? I swear that's the name of a song. Do you know if it is? Or at least it's a part of a song. I know that much. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wish my dad would use it more often. You know, like, did you ever see him, like, on the way to school by any chance? Because he goes walking around that church a lot when we have a perfectly good treadmill at home. He likes to go walking. Walk on the treadmill inside your home. In front of your nice, Television! I mean, come on, seriously. Oh, there's one block I didn't try out with this. Where is the powdered concrete? That's wool. Not black, I already know that already. That's the concrete. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey! How about this for a stream bed? It looks like it's been rippled, you know? More so than gravel. It almost looks like... You know what? It's kind of like a silty color. It has like a silty color to it. Oh, wow. That is old. No offense to anyone from 1985. As my parents glance into the room. How about this for a stream bed, though? I think this might be cool. It'll be a pain to place, though, actually, now that I think about it, because... if I place this, it's gonna be a real pain to do, because... I think I might go for something else. Maybe a block that doesn't have gravity, you know? Because that's gonna... What if I just go for a straight up light gray concrete? Okay, no, that I can work with. It's kind of like clay. I can work with that. What do you think, G? If I go for the concrete instead of the powder? Because that doesn't have gravity. I won't pull my hair out, like spending an hour on a river that doesn't need to be as complicated to build as it's going to be. That probably made no sense. Just kind of interpret what I said. Durable? You mean doable? You mean doable? So let's go for a mini waterfall here, actually. Or maybe just a full-on waterfall. I don't know. We'll see how deep I decide to make the lake here at this point. So I don't need these snow blocks in my inventory. Yeah, we're not going to work on the entire valley either, just this kind of general area so I can kind of get the feel down. Also, this river is going to be flowing from a glacier. That's the basic idea. And at the glacier, I'm going to have another one of those, like, dungeon puzzle kind of areas. Which, by the way, G, I don't know if you've seen the puzzles yet. I don't think you have. But, of course, I have, like, the little sewer puzzle here now. It's like a mini dungeon. And I'm gonna have a set rule for it too, but it's something. The rule of this is gonna be no jumping. However, I finished our forest dungeon, at least in puzzle mechanics, and largely in decoration. Let me show you that real quick. Wow, this map is gonna be big. Anyway, here we go. So, first puzzle I add in is a block puzzle, of course. It's the first type of puzzle that comes to mind in this game. So you gotta move one cobblestone block through a maze of pistons. Yeah, it's actually not that hard because you just kind of gotta follow the piston line. I'm not gonna solve it though because I don't want to give too much away. But you have to kind of go through the sticky pistons and everything. It's doable. In here is not really anything. I might have an enemy or two in here because this is also gonna be a combat-oriented map. Of course, I have keys over here and everything. It's not all that hard. It's just a little time-consuming, and it may take a while to wrap your head around it and find the buttons. But it's gonna be like one of those things where you'll snap and see it, you know, and then just kind of get to it. You know what I mean? You just have to look at it a while. But yeah, then you go through here, and of course we get into our nice little area. These doors are meant to symbolize areas where there's gonna be a mini boss or something, you know, like a stronger enemy, and it won't let you leave the room. And of course, our item is, you're gonna receive a bow in here, and that's gonna be used for puzzles. This is the only dungeon I'm going through on stream, like just briefly. I don't want to give too much away. Anyway, of course, that door up there will be locked when you get to it, so you have to head back over. Yep. I haven't actually opened the roof yet. I might crack it open. And now you'll head over here, and you're above that area you were before, and you see something. A little path, and a button over there. You shoot it, and gravel path. And then you head over here, and I think I'm gonna put like a bunch of skeletons over here or something. Then little parkour course for a key, and you get where I'm going with this. That's not all, though. Then you would head back over here. Yeah. And then more puzzles. Jump. And of course you shoot arrows at these wooden buttons. If you shoot an arrow at a button, actually, it holds it in place. So it just stays open. Anyway, then you just come into a simple parkour room. And then you go for the boss. And are you ready for the boss? A minecart moving witch. I wanted to make a boss that you actually had to use your bow against. But the boss could also easily move around, you know, and it wouldn't just stand there. And I thought this was the best solution, because... Oh, they fixed this. They actually show up now. I named it Rail Archer. Before, name tags were not showing up. They fixed it. And I might can show this off. Let's do that real quick. Come on, witch, look at me. Yeah, they move on their own. Like, they really move on their own, but it's not too, like, fast. Although I needed to tweak this room some so they can't just hit you from anywhere. Like, I may need to make these a bit more. I need to make it easier to hide. You know what I mean? I'm not dinner boning them. Nope. I might dinner bone some I might have some dinner bone Easter eggs in the map, but I'm not going to make it a part of the map itself. Because honestly, it's like, sure, it makes it look like some weird, creepy thing, but how do I explain that it has a name, Dinner Bone? Anyway, back over to the valley. Whee! Oh, and I did a little more work on this. I'm starting to raise the second peak now. Oh, my music ran out. Well, I know the cure for that. As soon as I find it, one moment. Okay, CG. Hi, Tyler. I'm going through my music. Okay, thanks. See you tomorrow. Don't mind me, Tyler. My music ran out. It lasts for 30 minutes, and well, guess what we just hit? And with Tyler, this time I'm working on a valley. Although I've done some work on some dungeons. However, I don't really want to go back and look at them. So you might want to just look them up later in the stream. I looked over the first dungeon. I've been working on a pool all day, cleaning it. Today and yesterday. All day long, both days. It's finally clean, and it needs to be filled up tomorrow. Like, it's not just like a scoop job. It's like a drain the pool, clean the gunk, and refill the pool job. I am sore everywhere. Like, my legs and feet ache, like a throbbing ache, you know? Okay then. Yeah, it's like a throbbing ache. It's not like your average ache. You know what it feels like to walk all day long? Like, have you ever done that, like, on a vacation or, like, at some kind of event or something? You just walk or use, like, your arms all day long and how they feel later? I have that pain right now. It's like a throbbing, ow, tired, you know? And as such, this stream will not be too terribly long, unfortunately, because, honestly, I'm wiped out. I'm just glad it's done. Tomorrow, we just have to do some final cleanup touches on the pool, and then we can finally slap a couple of hoses in there and fill her up. God, I hate cleaning the pool. I love swimming in it, but I hate cleaning it. So how have you been, Tyler? Oh, that's next week? Dang. By the way, you want to know something randomly I watched, Tyler? Just the other day, I randomly ran across. Yeah, I randomly found the TRG stream where Chugga lost his innocence. The best moments version of the charity stream where Chugga lost his innocence. They're streaming Mario Party 6. And essentially, Chugga could not help himself and made many innuendo things about Daisy. I think that's where the Daisy thing started. And I died practically watching that. It's been a while since I've seen a video that's made me laugh that hard. So, you've been watching Masay's videos for Tales of Symphonia? I think she's almost done, I think, with that game. I kind of hope she does get done very soon, because as good as that game is, there's another game that I happen to have that I would like to play after she does. Not on my channel, but, like, for myself. I happen to have Tales of Symphonia and the sequel to it. I've never played the sequel, or the original, of course. I played a bit of the original, but not very much. However, I've kind of seen all of the first game now. Once she gets finished with that game, I'm going to play the second game for myself. Not on the channel, of course, but as soon as she's done, I'm going to slap that baby in and play it. I don't want to play it yet, because I don't want to get spoiled on anything, you know? Although, I've seen the animation, so I know how the game goes, but in case there's anything extra, you know? Because even though the animation is good, it skips a lot. What am I doing? This is not what I'm supposed to be doing here. I kind of got rambling away and just placed a million blocks that I don't need. Yeah, that Tales of Symphonia series she's been doing, it's gone good. It's gone real good. I'm a little out of breath. I think I breathed in the, nice pool fumes too long. At first it was humid swamp fume, because it honestly became a swamp after a while. And later from bleach, because we had to hose down the entire pool with bleach to get all the gunk off. And I think I breathed in a little too much of both. So yeah, my lungs ain't so good right now. Ow. I've been meaning to live stream that game. I want to do that one. I definitely want to have that on the channel because I have the game, the original. Maybe this would be a good time to start that since it's in development. And maybe I could do a blind live stream in the second game. I also need to finish live streaming Minecraft Story Mode. Like, I really need to finish live streaming that game. Like, that one just kind of got left behind, like Final Fantasy 15 did. Whoops, my bad. Also, I have one more video left to post from Final Fantasy X in this last game session I did before I'm all out. Meaning, tomorrow, I need to sit down for about 2 hours and do another recording session, which scares me. Because I know it's coming up. I'm not spoiling it unless you already know. But you know where I'm at in that game. If you know that game as well as I do, you know what's coming up. And that scares me. You know? Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm not spoiling it, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who watches me later. But let's just say, I'm a little worried, because obviously I've never got that far in this game. And Final Fantasy has a tendency of throwing bosses at you that you're horribly unprepared for and have no way to prepare for. And they're the kind of thing that you can get stuck on for months because you're not able to beat them. And that worries me. But I remember hearing that Final Fantasy, the first game, was called that because it was actually supposed to be like their final game before the company went bankrupt. So they called it that, and it actually took off so... It was actually such a big hit that it revitalized the company. So there you go. New Pokemon, what? I didn't hear anything about a new Pokemon. What is it? Give me the details. Give me the details. I'm pretty sure I got bit by a bunch of mosquitoes too. If you see me pausing, it's a scratch. Itch, 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 itch. Is it Platinum, Diamond, or Pearl? Or is it a sequel like they did with Black and White? How did you not know? You mean no? I haven't been... Well, Wednesday I was not in town, and yesterday and today I've been working at a pool. So, yeah. Ultrasun... I'm gonna look that up later. I take it it's gonna be a sequel like Black 2 and White 2. Maybe they're not ready for a Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl yet, because honestly, that gen, while it's pretty far back now, is not that terribly far back. You know, it's... Whoops. It's still kind of accessible. Kind of. You just need a DS, a 3DS, and the games. The games being the hardest thing to get. Oh. Don't spoil the game anymore. I'm joking, but that's odd. Seriously though, don't mention anymore. I want to look at myself, and I don't want too much spoiled, you know? That's the thing I've always liked about Pokemon games. There's certain games, specifically RPGs, that I can't help but spoil myself on. Something like X. But I've never done that with a Pokemon game. I've never managed to spoil myself on those games, which I'm kind of proud of. Unlike Something like X. I'm so sad I spoiled that game so soon before it came out. You know, I spoiled that entire game for myself. The entire game. I can imagine. And that's the thing about video games. It's like whenever there's a new one like that, it's like, oh, I need to know what's gonna happen, and then you know what's gonna happen. It's like then the game comes out, or then you get it, and it's like, oh, well now I don't really want to play it because I know what happens. You know, you get a little too invested in the story, which is good. It's good for games to have stories, but it's not so good when you spoil them for yourself. I'm glad I didn't spoil Breath of the Wild though for me. I learned from Xenoblade X, I did not spoil Breath of the Wild. Not that there's really much in that game to spoil, but hey, what could have been spoiled wasn't. And honestly, that's probably why it wasn't spoiled, because there wasn't much. I don't know, I think the hype over Breath of the Wild died down a bit for me now, and I'm kind of like looking at it more from a different standpoint. And I like the game a lot. Like, I really like it. But something about it, it doesn't feel like a Zelda game anymore to me. It did at first, but not too much now. It's just something about it. You know, while I wouldn't mind them doing this again, I don't want them doing this with a Zelda game again. Yeah, you do. It is a phenomenal game, totally worth that 10 out of 10. But maybe not the Zelda title that came with it. Like, I get what they were trying to go for, and it's not because of, like, the cutscenes or voice acting or anything like that, it's just, they went too open world. They didn't allow for, like, they allowed you too much freedom. Like, I think it mainly boils down to the puzzles. They weren't particularly hard. They weren't exactly easy either. It's like, the thing is, a puzzle is really something that you have to think of a single solution for, or not single, but just a solution for, and that's good. But the Breath of the Wild gives you a bunch of different ways to solve a puzzle, which, in one hand, is good. But the thing is, because they give you so many ways to solve a puzzle, they give you so many solutions to that puzzle. And when you have more than one solution, you're making the puzzle easier. You see what I mean? Because it's easier to solve. Because you can solve it more ways. And I think that's kind of what dragged it down for me. I never had a particularly hard time with any of the puzzles in that game. You know? And again, I played and completed Master Quest and Ocarina of Time, so, like, without looking up any guide, so, maybe. Yeah, maybe. There are a couple of puzzles in that game that gave me one heck of a time, and there are quite a few that I still haven't finished. Like, there's a bunch of Korok and Shrine puzzles that I haven't figured out. But those are overworld puzzles, but as far as, like, the dungeon puzzles, and, like, the actual shrine puzzles themselves inside the shrine, there's nothing particularly difficult about them. Now, in the overworld, the puzzles are much harder. Oh yeah, the motion controls are the worst. You thought they were bad on Wii U? Try them on the Switch now. I have that game for Switch now. They're horrendous. Which, by the way, I tried playing Splatoon with motion controls the other day. I did okay, but it's far too late now for me to get used to Splatoon with motion controls. So I think whenever Splatoon 2 comes out, I'm gonna start that game with motion controls. Anyway, this whole area is done now. How does this look? A nice little meandering river that flows off into the lake with the waterfall. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. I don't know what the frick that was. Yeah, the motion controls in that game are good, but I mean, the weird gyroscope puzzles are terrible. Oh cool, I'm definitely gonna pick that up. I still can't do any recording on the Switch. I haven't checked in a while though. I don't think they have a YouTube app, and I don't think they have a recording app. If they don't have a recording app, it may finally be time for me to look into a capture card. Because I think even as a capture card, if I just insert that onto my PS4, I can still edit videos on the PS4 thing. Thing is, I have no idea how to use a capture card. None whatsoever. Or whatever people used to record videos nowadays. Is it still capture cards? You know, Tyler? Or do people use something else? That would also open up how many more games I can play, because like I said, I'm not monetized. I have no intention of... Well, I can apply for monetization. I am able to. But I don't really want to, because I don't have any use for the money right now. I mean, I could use it in college, let's be honest. And if I need to, I might. But at the moment, I don't really need to. You know? And while I do go out of my way to avoid copyright anyway, they can't really do anything if I do happen to make a slip up, you know? Let's add this right here and fill this with water. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if... I'm probably never going to start monetization, but if things don't quite go my way in college, I might do that just to help with college expenses, you know? I don't think I'm going to have a problem, but you never know. It might be nice. And that would be a good way to make money rather than just... If it comes to it, I'd rather monetize my YouTube account than get a job. Because technically, this is a job. It's a hobby, and a very fun one, but it's a job too. You know? And I think if it comes down to it, if I needed money, I would totally go for monetization. And like I said, I am able to, actually. I don't really need to right now, though. Anyway, how does this look? How does this look? That nice suck spitting. Or suck spitting. Spit sucking. Dude, what the freak? This is gonna look good. And this is gonna be a glacier river. It's gonna flow from a glacier. Now let's add some of the flowers around. Yeah, I wish they were too. That would be such a great addition to this game. Again, that's one of the reasons I'm using the texture pack, because it changes it just enough. You know? Although in this map in particular, I'm using it for the map. But in my original LP, or not in my original, in my new LP world, then yeah. Speaking of my LP world, don't worry, my new Minecraft multiplayer series is not replacing my LP series, although I am taking a break from it for a while. because I've run out of ideas to do in my OP world. I can find some more. I'm just not... I don't really have anything to do right now in that world, but I'm not giving up that series, don't worry. I'm not ready to give up that series just yet. Not even close. Now, how does this look? It's okay. Now let's add some spruce. What the freak was I going for there? Spruce wood trees. Yep, and technically so are we, because the concrete blocks that we just got also just came out in Minecraft PC. So we're up to date pretty much, except for some missing features. Like, technically we actually got the concrete blocks before PC officially did. Although they had the snapshots and we didn't, but they officially came out for us before PC. So for a little bit we were ahead in some areas. Which is cool. Where the frick is bone meal? There it is. They added just enough dice now and random other objects to shulker boxes and the iron nuggets to push stuff down here. Anyway, this is gonna be the spruce area as I get stuck in a tree. Dang, are these trees really that big? I didn't think they were that big. Now how does this look? Oh, that's perfect. That is almost like exactly what I had in mind. Almost exactly. I don't want to make it too overgrown is the thing. But I do want to make it feel alive. That's perfect. Just enough to make it look vibrant and lively, but not so many to make it look like an outright forest. It's still a field, it just has some spruce trees in it. What do you think, Tyler? How does it look? And it's gonna be like this pretty much all the way up, until eventually it'll get colder and snow will start to appear. Although this is gonna be a big job. So this is actually the first major detail I've started in this map. Okay. Sure. There we go. I was like, is that my reply? There we go. I just kind of want to look at this for a second and see if there's anything else I should do. Obviously, these will be a little higher too, although not so much higher right here. Around this area, on this side, the mountain's kind of gonna slope up with it. Like, it'll be higher than it all the way, but it has to. Excuse me, it has to slope up because that's the highest part of the mountain over there, and it's slowly going to be decreasing in altitude as you go down. This being the lowest part of the mountain range, you could say. And it'll be the same over here pretty much, but it's gonna go back in height just a little bit over here, I think, to form a little bit of a ridge. And then G mentioned I might have a swamp back here of some kind, or some kind of other water source to feed into this lake. Because honestly, while this is going to be a very good water source, it's not going to be a very large one. And I need a couple of water sources to feed into this ocean-sized lake here. In regular game, this would be an ocean. Let's be honest. This would be an ocean. Let's take a look at this area on the map now. Well, it appeared. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, this is gonna be perfect, I think. Perfect. Anyway, I'm tired, my lungs hurt, and my everything hurts. I'm gonna end the stream here, Tyler, if that's okay. However, be expecting some more videos coming up. Sorry for the little break in recording there. I just wasn't able to upload, you know? I had stuff to upload, I just wasn't able to. Anyway. Well, stream's ending, so yeah. Whoops, just put out my mic, or music. Thank you all for watching this live stream. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Freaking phone. Who called? It's 9 o'clock at night. Who calls? Seriously. Yeah, bye. See you, Tyler. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And also like if you want to support the channel and see more videos in the future. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you next time.